Hey guys, it's Eddie with Player 2 Gaming,
And Diego.
and today we're going to be talking about game delays. So, as I'm sure everybody's heard by now, GTA 5 on PC has gone delayed again to
March 24th, 2015.
is it? It's the end of March.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's what kind of got me. It's like,
Damn,
even like
okay.
not even like early March. Right
Yeah,
at the end.
and there's been a lot of debate, in the last few days about whether or not it's a good thing, and that's what we're going to be discussing today. So, what are your thoughts first on the GTA 5 delay specifically?
Well, for me personally, I'm kind of disappointed because I wanted to actually play it on PC, but
Like, at least you played it on 360.
since I already played the game, that's not too much of a big deal. But as for Chris, who happens to be my roommate actually, he was actually excited to play this game on PC because he hadn't played it
For
at
the
all.
first time,
Yeah, really. So that was kind of a pretty big letdown for him.
Yeah, and this is where I've never been one to complain when companies delay games because I think it's a good thing because you're not getting a broken game. I'd rather have a complete full product than something that's than Assassin's Creed Unity.
Yeah.
Trying to meet a release date. But at the same time, I think Rockstar approached it wrong because this is what, the third time now they've had a purported release date. At first it was going to be November, just like
the original next gen release.
and then they delayed it to January, then they delayed it to March. I feel like a game like The Phantom Pain, which is another game we're going to be discussing, which also has a delay, kind of did it in a better way because they didn't even announce the release date in the first place. So you can't really you can be like, oh yeah, rumor was, Q1, but we can't really complain about that necessarily.
Because it wasn't fixed.
Yeah, and especially, I think the main issue with the GTA delay is it's so soon. This was coming out in a matter of weeks.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I know people who seriously were, saving money, getting ready for,
Your boy Chris, he was pumped about it. He kept telling me, yo, that's going to be, the last game I buy for a while because it's going to be for, my birthday.
Yeah, and he told me he's been holding on to that money. He's set it aside.
And when I told him, he said, well, shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's
I'll
spend it on something else.
I think overall, for me at least, that's my issue with delays. Is I think that they're fine, and I definitely I would rather take a delay over a broken game. However, I should reiterate that it bothers me when companies drop a date. Then, okay, maybe one delay, I'm like, all right, forgivable. But then they drop it again. Look at The Witcher 3. That's been delayed 4 times now.
Yeah.
That was supposed to come out, I want to say that was supposed to come out end of 2013 originally, because they announced it in 2011. And then they delayed it to end of 2014. Then that was supposed to come out next month.
Yeah.
Now it's coming out in June.
And then who even knows if that's actually what's going to come out?
Yeah, and I mean, at this point, I'm not really looking forward to the June release because, for all I know, they can delay to holiday.
Yeah.
That's why I think more companies should actually try the Konami approach and just don't drop the release date because they don't know. I'm sure that they weren't sure when exactly it was going to be ready, and I know they've been aiming for a February to summer, Q1, Q2 release.
Yeah.
But if that's not met, they're not really bound to that because they haven't officially dropped one. So I don't know. Personally, that's where I stand with delays. Don't get me wrong, I was pretty excited to play Phantom Pain earlier than I thought, but I'm not really gonna complain because we never actually had a release date. Though I hear the release date's dropping soon.
Yeah, and another reason that I'm not gonna complain about that is because from what I've heard, it's still pretty broken. It's not even in the playtesting phase yet, so it's still pretty.
Yeah.
It's still in development. So.
Yeah, and so I can't. And I mean, I'm sure Witcher 3 is super broken. I'm sure that GTA has there's something wrong.
Okay. From what we've seen tonight, I mean, yeah. I hope that gets fixed.
Yeah, we were actually just playing the PS4 version, and there were some glitches that I've been playing the PS4 version for about 2 months now, and I have never found them. But there's definitely I've had little glitches and stuff, but I'm sure, especially porting that onto PC, they've definitely run into issues. So I don't necessarily think they're delaying it just for the sake of delaying, but it's frustrating, and I mean, it's hard for me to say because I'm not buying it on PC, obviously. But it's just frustrating to see that this is the second delay now within a matter of months.
And it's not only that; it's just frustrating that we're literally less than 2 weeks away from release, and actually we were supposed to be, or we were promised specifications for the game, I think last week or during the week of Christmas actually, and Rockstar said they were going to announce that during that week, and we didn't get anything, and it's been mostly quiet since then. And this week we get surprise, it's delayed till March.
Oh, but here's the specs.
But here's the specs
and screenshots.
And screenshots, yeah.
Which just going off of GTA 5 PC just before we ended, because I have no idea, about specs. What do you think of the specs overall though? Like, do you think they're fair? I can't judge them. I don't.
Well, the minimum specs are extremely fair. Actually, it's calling for like a 5-year-old GPU, and the recommended specs is calling for a 660, I think, GTX 660, which isn't that bad actually. It's remarkably low considering other games such as Watch Dogs.
Well, and what
demanded
GTA,
a lot higher than that.
And what
And
granted, Ubisoft's optimization is shit.
And also considering what GTA is pretty much an open world game.
Yeah.
So they're pretty fair.
And I thought the screens looked pretty good. Now, granted, just speaking objectively, I'm not even speaking like coming from a console player. They didn't look remarkably different than say like the PS4 version, but I wasn't expecting that. But the 4K upscaling looked really, or not upscaling. Those were native 4K. Sorry.
Yeah,
they looked really good.
The screens were rendered in native 4K, and I think what's causing that lack of disparity, I guess, is that essentially I think Rockstar would be using the same assets from the next gen release.
That's what I was expecting.
They're not gonna go. They're not gonna go back and retexture everything.
That's what I was expecting. I think personally, and some people have disagreed with me on this, but I played the hell out of it on the 360. I played the hell out of it on the PS4. I think that the PS4 re-release of GTA was a lot more than just a graphical upgrade. I mean, like, crisper display. Like, they did a lot to it. They retextured a lot and added a lot of that foliage and stuff, and it made it look a lot better. But yeah, I wasn't expecting them to do that for a second time. I was expecting a crisper version of the PS4 running at 60 FPS, which is going to make a difference. That's going to look awesome.
Well, just the option of having 60 FPS, if your hardware can handle it, that'd be extremely nice.
Yeah, but that's all I've got about this whole delay. It's disappointing, but I mean, I guess in the end, if we're going to end up getting a better version of the game.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I'd rather have. Well, actually, if the port's going to get delayed a second time, it better goddamn be the best port that Rockstar has put out to date.
Yeah.
In all honesty.
Well, they've got the guys that did Max Payne 3 working on it, and that was a good port. I remember just from what I've heard, and then actually playing yours on your PC. Yeah. That was a good port. So, yeah. But seriously,
if it's going to get delayed a second time, it better be a
Yeah, and I'm actually hearing rumors. I read them today, just, around the internet, that... And again, these are just rumors, but that Rockstar's considering, because they've announced that the DLC, the first DLC for GTA is supposed to drop by at least like maybe summer. Like it's been in development for a while. They're thinking about giving it to PC players at least at a discount, if not just giving it to them at release or when it comes out, because of this whole issue.
Yeah.
Like.
Well,
you guys have been waiting a long time.
Yeah, and they've already confirmed that all existing content's going to be on this. So.
Well, yeah, but I mean, and that's to be expected.
Yeah,
but,
and of course, GTA Online is going to launch.
Alongside
with it. Yeah,
so
that'd be pretty ridiculous.
I think you guys should be getting personally. Like, I think something a little extra would be nice. But
yeah.
Anyways, yeah, that's all I've got. This is Eddie with Player 2 Gaming and Diego, and Stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching. Later.
Peace.